Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 790, and today's topic is the sources, isolation and its health benefits, that is vitamin D. There are mainly two sources of getting vitamin D. One is animal source, and the very rich source is that is liver and fish. Also, egg yellow yolk is rich in vitamin D, and it is known as calciferol. The name of vitamin D is calciferol, and its plant source is that is ergosterol. And these vitamin Ds, they are actually sterols. They have steroidal nucleus. So ergosterol is actually a pro-vitamin D, and in presence of ultraviolet light or sunlight, this ergosterol is converted into vitamin D. And vitamin Ds are D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7. Lot of steroidal nucleus, sterols. But out of all these Ds, from starting 1 to 7, the most important one is that is vitamin D2 and D3. Means either it is ergo calciferol or it is called calciferol. And these two vitamin Ds, that is D2, D3, are very important for our metabolic process and for a lot of benefits. And this vitamin D is also known as vitamin of sunshine. And especially if we are having deficiency of vitamin D, then there must be some factors. First factor, most of the time we are indoor. We are not exposed to environment and sunlight. Secondly, we are overcovered, our clothing. We are not exposing any part. Then tinted glasses, where sunlight is not penetrating. So, and also your balanced diet. Your cheese, egg, and nuts, oil-bearing nut means walnut, cashew nut, they are all rich source of vitamin D. And if there is deficiency of vitamin D, there is serious problem. The reason is that once there is deficiency, means the absorption of calcium and phosphorus will be very less. Only in presence of vitamin D to D3, the absorption of calcium and phosphorus is high, and this absorption is very important for our bone density and strength of bone. So if there is deficiency of vitamin D, means we will be lacking calcium, phosphorus, and we will be suffering from osteoporosis. And also, if there is deficiency of vitamin D, even for pregnant women, the problem will be in fetus. Your children, they will be deficient in vitamin D, and generally the old people are deficient in vitamin D. So in that condition, they should go for 500 mg or 1000 mg vitamin D along with that is with rich vitamin D fruit and animal product like milk, cheese, and egg yellow yolk. And if there is vitamin D deficiency, we get some symptoms like muscles cramping, back pain, fatigue, bad mood, and always feeling tired. So these are all factors of deficiency of vitamin D. And also vitamin D plays very important role to activate your neurocells. your brain activity, and there will be production of good amount of serotonin and dopamine. So if, and also nowadays, if it is COVID-19 disease time where coronavirus is attacking and knocking every door, so in that circumstances, people are advising, the doctors, physicians, that please enhance your vitamin D level so that it can boost your immune system. And the latest research publication indicates that if there is deficiency of vitamin D, means your autoimmune system will be compromised, and also the microbe attack will be more and your body will not be resistant. You will be having more allergy. So if you are allergic, and children or even adults, if they are getting infection very frequently, either by bacterial or viral, it means there is deficiency of vitamin D. And vitamin A, I have already discussed. These vitamin A and vitamin D, they are fat soluble vitamins. So I have already discussed the importance of vitamin A, and today it is vitamin D, its isolation, sources, and health benefits. So vitamin D is one of the most important vitamin for our overall general health, and this vitamin D is generally isolated from fish liver or fish. And here the saponification is done, and first we are going to separate vitamin A from vitamin D, and then other sterols, and finally with the help of fractional crystallization or by chromatographic technique, this vitamin D is purified. Let me write. So here the sources, isolation, and health benefits of vitamin D. The vitamin D structure is given, and it is a sterol nucleus, that is vitamin D, and it has formula C27H44O. Number 1 point. The term vitamin D1, also called calciferol, is given to a group of steroidal compounds, and vitamin D is found mainly in fish liver, and that is also called cod liver. So nowadays the main source of vitamin D is from cod liver or fish liver, and lot of manufacturing is there, and it is costly because it is high in demand just to maintain our vitamin D level nowadays, especially to fight the bacterial and viral infections. Because once vitamin D deficiency is there, definitely your immune system is weak, and very frequently you will get infections. The vitamin D can also be produced artificially by the action of ultraviolet on ergosterol, and that ergosterol is called provitamin D. So once you are under sunlight, your ergosterol, if it is you have taken inside your body, it will be changed into vitamin D, and that is how the ergosterol is converted into your vitamin D, which is known as provitamin D. Number 2, a number of vitamin D have been isolated from animal and plant sources, and these are D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6 and D7, and out of these 2 are very important. One is called vitamin D2, that is ergo calciferol, and the second one is called, that is cholecalciferol, and that is your vitamin D3. The isolated, for example, D1, D2, D3 up to D7, and in fact 2 most important calciferol. These calciferols are actually vitamin D. So the 2 most important calciferols are, number 1 is, that is called ergo calciferol, and this ergo calciferol is the source from plant, because that your ergosterol in presence of ultraviolet light or sunlight is converted into ergocalciferol, that is called vitamin D2, and the second one is called cholecalciferol, that is called vitamin D3. And vitamin D3 is actually found in animal, that is fish liver or human liver or egg yolk, yellow yolk. And as we know that ergocalciferol, that is D2, does not occur in nature. This is produced in presence of light. So here number 3 is how to isolate and purify the vitamin D. And we know the main sources are either from ergosterol, by irradiation, in presence of ultraviolet light, or getting it from fish liver oil by saponification. And in that process of saponification, we have to separate the unsaponified material, and then again we have to separate the vitamin A from vitamin D. Then with the help of chromatographic technique, adsorption process, and then fractional crystallization, we can get the pure vitamin D. Number 3, the isolation of vitamin D2. The vitamin D1 or D is found to be molecular compound that is for D2, and it is isolated from plant source by irradiation of ergosterol in presence of ultraviolet light. So ergosterol, when it is exposed to ultraviolet light, it will be changed into lumisterol, and that lumisterol again in presence of, these are all intermediates when it is irradiated in presence of ultraviolet light. Then lumisterol in presence of ultraviolet light is again changed into tachysterol, and that tachysterol finally in presence of ultraviolet light is finally converted into vitamin D2. For the isolation of vitamin D, the various steps are conducted. Number 1, that is saponifying the natural oil and separating the unsaponifiable fractions. So you have to do the saponification in presence of alkali, and then you have to separate two fractions. One is which is saponified in presence of alkali, the ester formation is there, and other one which is not saponified, that is unsaponified fraction. So we have to separate them. And B, the separation of vitamin A from vitamin D by partition method. And C, the concentration of vitamin D by adsorption chromatographic technique. And then D, removing sterol by fractional crystallization. So these are all 4 procedures we have to follow to isolate the vitamin D. Number 4, the metabolic role of vitamin D means the health benefit and how it plays the role in our body. The vitamin D participates in metabolic process associated with bone growth. The main is bone growth, that is vitamin D. And I have already told you that the main role is that it will help to increase the absorption of calcium and phosphorus. This is the main role. Actually, sometimes vitamin D, we may call it prohormone. It acts as prohormone, and that's why the role is very important in metabolic that process, that is bone growth and development of cartilage. Vitamin D is used to treat and prevent bone disorder, and that is called such as rickets. Is a type of disease where the bones are very weak and density is weak. Vitamin D is made by the body when skin is exposed to sunlight for 20 to 30 minutes. And there are conditions where we get the deficiency. So these conditions are that is One, we are having sunscreen in our car, in our houses, tinted glasses, where sunlight is filtered off and you are not getting sunlight. That is called sunscreen. Then protection from clothing. You are using lot of overclothing, protecting starting from finger to toe. Your body is not exposed to sunlight, and limited exposure to sunlight or environment. That is also one of the factor. And also the old age plays the role where there will be deficiency of vitamin D. And it is very common, if somebody is above 60, there is every chance that he will be having the deficiency of vitamin D, because his all hormonal activities, enzymatic activities, they are very low. So all senior citizens must consult their physician and check their vitamin D level, and then they can go for supplement either for 500 mg or 1000 mg vitamin D tablets. So number 5, vitamin D, that is actually when we say vitamin D, means it is the combination of vitamin D2, that is ergo calciferol, and vitamin D3, that is cholecalciferol. So ergocalciferol and cholecalciferol, vitamin D2 and vitamin D3 is commonly called as vitamin D. Of course, I have already told you that there are up to 7, but these two, vitamin D2 and D3, they are very important. And ergocalciferol, calciferol is the vitamin. So ergocalciferol means that is derived by the in presence of sunlight, that ergosterol is converted into that is provitamin, ergosterol is converted into vitamin D. And that is from cholesterol, that is cholecalciferol, that is from animal source, maybe from fish or animal liver. So this vitamin D, that is ergocalciferol D2, and then cholecalciferol means out of cholesterol, that is called D3. And these two helps your body to absorb calcium and phosphorus. This is the main role of vitamin D, that is vitamin D2 and D3. And once you are going to take calcium supplement, make sure they must write that it is in combination of D3 and D2. And if you are taking only calcium without the combination of D2, D3, it means there will not be absorption. It is useless. So it must be in the combination of D2 and D3, that is ergocalciferol and cholecalciferol. These two must be there. And both calcium and phosphorus are important in keeping your strong bones. They are very important. And number 6, vitamin D is important to support immune system. I have already told you it's a very important for your autoimmune system, and also it is important for your brain, for your nervous system, and also vitamin D helps in regulating the insulin levels and supporting the anti-diabetic condition. Means if somebody is diabetic, of course it will regulate the insulin, and hyper or hypoglycemia will be regulated. It will allow the insulin to act, and the glucose will be converted in the cell in the form of energy. So that's why it also helps a lot. And also it is good for lung function. That's why nowadays it is very important. Once there is a respiratory problem, means your lung is under pressure, and in that condition vitamin D helps a lot. That's why during this coronavirus infection, that is called COVID-19, vitamin D supplement is very important, is playing very important role, because it is protecting your lung function, and also vitamin D is protecting from viral and bacterial function. It provides immunity function and also your cardiovascular system, that is cardiovascular health. If there is deficiency of vitamin D, it is linked to your cardiac problem. Number 7, it reduces the risk of flu. I have already told you flu means it is viral. So it reduces the risk of flu means it is enhancing boosting your immune system, and good for children because deficiency of vitamin D has linked to stiffness of bone. If your children are having stiff bone, not very elastic, very flexible bone, and stiffness shows that in that child there is deficiency of vitamin D. My recommendation as a chemist, I am not physician, you can consult your doctor or physician or pediatrician. After the age of 6 or 7, it's better to give cod liver oil, which is rich in vitamin D, at least 500 mg. It will help a lot, and it will cover the deficiency of not only vitamin D, also the deficiency of vitamin A. So it is important for children to cover the deficiency of vitamin D. Otherwise, if they are growing in the deficiency of vitamin D in the long run, lot of other problems will come that I am going to give here. Stiffness of bones in children and low vitamin D can increase the risk of allergic sensitization. This is the latest publication by American Journal of Health that if there is deficiency of vitamin D, will be more allergic. Our sensation will be more allergic. So that is also one of the factor. If we are more allergic, means there is deficiency of vitamin D. So boost your vitamin D intake. Good for healthy pregnancy. It is also good for your healthy pregnancy. Number 8. The vitamin D deficiency may have the following symptoms. So if anybody who is having vitamin D deficiency, you may have these symptoms. Number 1 is that is regular sickness, means very frequent sickness, or we can say infections, is very clear indication that your immune system is weak and you are getting viral and bacterial attack. So if you are getting very frequent infections and sickness, it's very clear that you must go for vitamin D. Number B, bone and back pain. If you are having regular back pain and bone is having some pain or cramp, it means there is deficiency of vitamin D. Next one, low mood. It is also, once vitamin D deficiency is there, always you will be feeling dull and you will not be having cheerful and good mood, just sitting somewhere alone. So this is also one of the indication that there is deficiency of vitamin D. Hair loss and muscular pain. If you are having muscular pain and once you are taking bath or you are combing, a lot of hair is lost, means there is vitamin D deficiency. Also, it impairs the wound healing. And once there is vitamin D deficiency, your wound healing injury will not be very quick. So that is also one of the indication. And then what are the complications for a long time if you are not taking care of your vitamin D deficiency? First problem you will face, cardiovascular. That is your cardiovascular conditions. Your heart will be weak, your palpitation, all these things will be, your blood circulation will not be proper. It is all because of the deficiency of vitamin D, first condition. And also, second one, that is autoimmune problem. Your immunity will be compromised. And that's why once your immunity is compromised, you will get frequent infection, flu, all these things. And next one is that this neurological problem, means your nerve cells, your brain cells will not be healthy and it will not be productive, and that's why you will be having the problem of nervousness, you will be having the problem of depression. So these are all very, very important, and many people, if you remember in India, they are saying that if somebody is suffering from depression, it's better to sit in sunlight. That is, it shows that they are having deficiency of vitamin D. So with this I will stop today, and I have given the enough information about the vitamin D, that is fat soluble vitamin, and I will continue on fat soluble vitamins. Once fat soluble vitamin will be over, then I will switch over to water soluble vitamins. Thank you very much for watching the lecture.